Hey y'all, what's up? It's been a while, but I'm back. A little quick overview. I had to move from one apartment back to my parents' house for a little bit and into my new apartment. So I'm in my new apartment now. I'll be able to get back into a routine where I can try to upload videos regularly again. So I hope this is a good video back. It's been requested by a lot of people and it's the ab video. Before we get started, I know what you're gonna say. Why should we listen to you if you don't even have a six-pack? Well, it's because of my diet, and this always seems to be the answer to my fitness issues. Which brings me really to my first point. You're not gonna develop abs and get a six-pack or defined abs just by working out. The way you see your six-pack is to eliminate the body fat that's covering up. Yes, working your abs out will help define, but it won't make them just appear if you're eating shitty. I mean, it's just bottom line. Eat healthy to lower your body fat percentage to gain visibility of your actual abs. So with that being said, you can still work them out and it will tone and define your abs, but to get them to just show up, you need to eat better, decrease the body fat around your stomach area, and in turn just decrease your total body fat percentage. Now when it comes to working out the abs, the main thing that I'll probably say multiple times in this video is keep in mind that your abs is a muscle just like anything else, just like your chest, your arms, your legs, anything. So just keep in mind that you don't want to overtrain your abs. I see that constantly, especially in the gym. People are overdoing crunches. They try to do like 100 crunches in a row, or they do abs every day. You don't want to do any particular muscle group every day. It just won't give the muscle time to recoup and recover, and that's very important if you're trying to grow muscle. I only do them really 2, maybe 3 times a week. The other main thing you need to keep in mind is how you work your abs out. And what I mean by that is we can compare it to, say, your arm. So whenever you're trying to work out your bicep, you do a bicep curl. And what that does is that shortens the distance of that muscle. So whenever you contract the muscle, the distance from here to here decreases. That allows your muscle to work. So the same goes with the abs. Whenever you are doing crunches or leg lifts or anything like that, you want to shorten the distance between the top of your abs and your pelvis. So I see a lot of people, whenever they do crunches, they're told to keep a flat back, and so that's not really engaging your ab muscles as much as it would with a rounded back, and consciously trying to decrease the distance between the top and the bottom of your abs. So whenever I hit the gym here in a second, I'll kind of show you what I mean by that. But that's really to help tone the abs, which in turn strengthens your core. And then there's other stuff like the plank that is also a core strengthening exercise, but it's not like tailor-made just for a section of your abs. It's something for the entire core. So let's get down in this gym and I will show you 2, maybe 3 of the exercises that I do. Since the abs are just like any other muscle, keep in mind that the best way to work them out is with resistance. You lift weights, so you can try to do crunches and weighted leg lifts to help also build your ab muscle as well. It doesn't always have to be body resistance. So I only do like 2, 3 exercises for the abs whenever I do work them out. One of them is just going to be your typical crunch. And I know whenever a lot of people start out doing them, they get the wrong advice and they try to keep their back straight and go straight up. And that kind of defeats the purpose of what I was saying with shorten the distance between like your chest and your pelvis. So don't be afraid to round your back and really try to squeeze with your abs. I know a lot of people say that, engage your abs, and it's like a hard concept, but all that really means is consciously use your abs to pull yourself up. The best way that I can kind of compare it is like if somebody's about to punch you in the abs, you kind of brace them. So kind of brace it and use it to pull yourself up. So I come up to about there and I'm able to engage my core
pretty good right there, and then lower. As far as my hands go, I know people go behind their head, behind their neck. I just keep them right here by my eyes, just out of habit. You can put them back here, just keep in mind not to push your head up and create strain on your neck. So I do about 3 sets of 15 of those. As far as leg lifts go, a lot of people, same thing. They'll lift their legs straight up like that. And again, that's not shortening the distance between your pelvis and your chest. So it's not as effective as it is to curl your legs. So really the better way to do it is to lift your pelvis up and bring the pelvis towards your chest, obviously. And so just lift your whole bottom half of your body up and bring it toward your chest and squeeze with your abs whenever you do that. So notice how I keep my legs the same angle the whole time, so those don't really move. And I don't really use my hands to push myself off the ground or use any kind of momentum. So you really just want to use your legs as your weight to contract your abs, and that works out your lower abs, where the crunches that I just did work out the upper abs. Now, as far as the side goes, in this gym we don't have any free weights, but what I prefer to do is to use a plate, and I hold the plate to my side and go that way. I use this machine as you can use this in the same way, and you would just keep a constant tension in the line. You don't want the weight to ever rest like that. You just keep it tight, and then you pull it to the side. You're shortening the distance between the top and the bottom, so you're really able to get a good pull on your obliques. So that's another 3 sets of 15 on that will really help work out the side of your abs or your obliques. And like I mentioned before, the best way to really build muscle is to use weights. The same goes with abs. And again, this gym that I'm in is kind of limited in the equipment that it has. One of the last ab exercises that I like to do is your weighted crunch, I guess, if you could call it. I prefer to use a rope just because it's more comfortable, I guess. But this should work just the same. So I just get down on my knees, cross my legs. I don't think, you don't have to cross your legs, but it's just something I do out of habit, and it's more comfortable, I guess. But you keep the rope or the bar at the top of your head and keep your arms at a 90-degree angle the entire time, and pull with your abs, and bring your elbows to your knees, curl your back, shorten the distance between the chest and the pelvis, and that'll work pretty much your upper and lower abs. And so you just do 3 sets of 15 of those, keeping that constant tension throughout the whole exercise, and really engaging your core. Thinking about somebody punching you, how you brace, you use that to really pull yourself together whenever you're doing that exercise. So to recap, don't overtrain your abs, don't do them every day, don't do too much in one day. Give them a rest like you give every other muscle group a rest. To really build them, use weights if you can. If not, just do what is available for you. And so yeah, that's a quick workout anyone can do. Like I said, I do them about 2, maybe 3 times a week. So to really get your abs to pop, you got to eat better, which will hopefully be one of my next videos, is the diet plan that I'm going to be following for the remainder of the year. So hopefully that will show more of my abs, and then the ab workout routine that I do will help show a little bit more definition in the abs. And so hopefully this was helpful for you. If so, please leave a comment, say, hey, I have this question about the abs. I'll feel free to answer any kind of question I can. I appreciate the support, and keep an eye out for more videos. As you can see, I am using the meat hook grip, and that's just keeping the bar right there in my finger.